Namaskar, good morning to all people on earth and in particular in developed countries and all. Assalamu alaikum. Earth and our economy, Arthashastra in our language, Bharat. What is economy? There are many economists involved. Every country needs them and they have been working very excellently. They believe in economical development. Every country believes in economical development. It's a requirement. And without this, nothing can move. Without wealth, nothing can move. Without economy, nothing can happen. But is it start of world? Do you think? Well, I think no. Economy is a subject, is an application domain and domain of applications. And economy relates to all other fields, all the domains, all the disciplines, all other professions, and whole world. But from where does it arrive? Have you ever thought of? Have professionals thought of about economy? Have common men thought of? No. Politicians did not think at all. Actually, people want to use wealth to create wealth and to enjoy life, to have comforts of all types in life. This is common attitude of human being on world and in every country. We want to enjoy comforts, we want to live luxurious life, we want to survive, and we want to live together without thinking what will happen in coming times and what will happen. We have no way, we have no desire, we have no ambition to learn from past mistakes, we have no records which are called lessons. We have no lessons to learn from past acts. Nobody knows when our planet on which we have been living, named Earth, Earth in a sense of combination, in a sense of inclusive, you can say inclusive title, Earth. And we will start discussing about Earth and economy because both are linked. Economy cannot be isolated from Earth and Earth delivers economy. Human cannot live, cannot survive without economical impacts and without earth impacts. This is very common. All understand this. It's not necessary to explain all these basics. But when earth was originated, it was created. Nobody knows, only God knows. Because earth is a part of solar system where all other planets are working in conjunction with earth. The question is, why I'm talking so much about earth? I'm talking so much about earth because without earth, nothing exists. In fact, earth is a kind of origin. If you take two axes, axis x, so x and axis y, then there is a O or zero, you call it, or you call it, it's called origin. If you go positive, it goes on right side. If you go negative, it goes on the left side. On y-axis, similarly, it happens, it goes upwards, it goes positive, while it goes downwards, it's negative. Well, this is just mathematical consideration. But let us consider about earth and economy. Economy is not just a measurement of money or measurement of product or measurement. No, this is not economy. Economy means we have to live. Our living is also economy. Our survival as a human being and our creatures on this earth is a part of economy. If I am taking my breathing, it's a part of economy. If there is no economy, there is no nature, I cannot survive. I cannot live for even 10 seconds. So why should I and why we should not consider about earth and economy in relation to each other? Simply isolation of economy from earth cannot be considered. If say every country says, oh, we are developing this one, we are having this one GDP, but is that adequate consideration? Why are we talking in isolation? Just like you're staying in jungle, living city sides. No, we cannot do that. How we got this earth? What is earth? First of all, let us consider technically, engineering wise, in a professional way, earth is equal to lithosphere plus aerosphere. Now, what is lithosphere is? Actually, solid part of earth having also water bodies on this is called lithosphere. Litho is a term, means rock. In a language of I don't know, Greek or some language, it's called rock. We are living in rocks, lithosphere, and there's about 18 to 20 to 20 kilometers, 25 kilometers sphere, and you can say ensphering us or ensphering Earth. There's aerospace, you can say, it's called lithosphere. Plus this aerospace is called Earth. This Earth is a gift, you can say, kind of gift to humanity, as well as is a part of system of solar system is a part of solar system, universally working. So question is, when there was no human being, Earth was a different kind of planet, having all types of resources. But we, human, came on this earth by whatsoever way. I can't explain that. I don't want to explain that one. But say now we are surviving on this earth. So what is earth? And why should we depend on earth? And how can we not survive without this? All our subjects, all our disciplines, all mechanisms are related to earth. It may be economy, which is directly related, and economy goes to all other disciplines, all other professions, all other requirements. Without economy, of nothing is possible, and economy cannot survive without having any relation to earth, lithosphere, aerosphere. So what we should do and deliberate on subjects like that. I'm not expert of economics, and I'm not expert of earth, but as a human being, as a professional, as a citizen of this world, everybody has a right to think, and I'm thinking. I've been thinking about this. I'm not expert on this, and I cannot give you final answer. But question is deliberations. Why we should not have brainstorming on this subject? Because this is our property until we are living on this. Means I'm not saying basic ownership I have or you have. We are just using this earth by blessings of God who sent to us on this earth for working for Him to make it better planet. But we been doing that? Have our forefathers and others who have used this earth, have they worked on that to make it better? I don't think so. Answer is negative. But negative or positive doesn't make a sense. Question is, what we should think of this? Well, for your information, before going to further discussion, I would like to inform you that I have put many files on this video written on side of this one. You can browse those files, which will give information about diagrams of Earth and about certain notes given on LinkedIn, and some other notes on the structural form of India, structural union form of India. You can go through that while viewing this video, so that you can have a better understanding about what I am intending to talk to you. How so? I can say that. Let us consider that. I have studied one subject called applied geology during my engineering graduation in 1978 to 79. It was called optional subject for me. I elected to study that subject, the applied geology, in those days, and I read one book giving details. It was written by Bharat Singh, and I just tried to learn about basics of Earth in that. I just learned that this lithosphere and aerosphere equal to Earth. Though people don't know about this, but it is a fact. And this lithosphere got a structure in its own, and that structure is, let us consider apple or any other fruit. This is skin on that is we can say crust. An internal structure is there, and then further interstructure is there in form of seeds or something like that. So Earth has been defined to have 3 layers, prime layers. Yes, nobody has seen that, but just a research work done by many people hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years back until now it's continuous. The top portion of Earth is called crust, and there is a further downing, there's a further structure composed internally, comprised, that's called the mantle, and then further down the center of Earth is called core. But what about size? Yes, science have been indicated that lithosphere may be having 12,500 kilometers diameter. 12,500 approximately. I'm not considering diameter poles, which is a little more than this. That is just for understanding of this art. We can say 12,500 kilometer diameter from one point to another point on circle of sphere. In this 12,500, if you count surface area of this sphere, you will know what area is, and you can count volume also by using mathematical formula. So let's now consider first layer on top, surface layer, that is 35 kilometers approximately from sea level or from surface level downwards, and above that is 20 kilometers air volume, air sphere, air, 20 kilometers in which our flights move and everything happens. Then come down inside the sphere, 35 kilometers crust, and further down to approximately say 3,000 kilometers is mantle, and we go down further on that to center of Earth, that's called core. This is the main structure, primary structure. There are more layers than that, which is a purely technical issue, and I'm not going to discuss that. This I'm just going to general issue because this is general discussion. It's not professional technical engineering discussion. It's for the purpose of making aware about those people who are linked to economy. And economy is like a profession now, I consider. It's not simply economic sales and purchase and buying, and no, it's not that. Manufacturing of economy, I can say, applied economics, you can say, origin of economy, you can say, that is important. Professional economists may be knowing all this, but general public don't know. They just consider, oh, I have this business, I am earning this much, I am buying this much, I am buying that much, but nobody knows. People are using resources without any thing about this. It means how much we have and how shall we use it? How much we should use it? What should be the speed of using that? Is it rapid or slow? Nobody knows. They're just going consuming all this material. Nature has given us something in form of Earth and also in form of other planets of solar system. Earth is for us directly. Other planets are not in our reach directly, but we can just think on them, try to reach there, that location, and our other countries are doing it. In fact, there should be no country at all because God never conceived any country on Earth, on lithosphere. God gave full freedom to human being to go and work on this planet and survive. This planet is for all. Human beings and non-human beings, all creatures have indirect ownership of this earth, ownership in sense of using, not in sense of soil or buying. No, purchase or buying is no consideration there. I, as a citizen of this world, because I took birth on this earth, I was sent to this earth by my father and father's father, God, to do something for him. That's why I came here. Otherwise, I would have come here. There was no the purpose to come to earth. This is a spiritual consideration why I am here on this earth and why you are there. There should be something behind that because nothing happens without any logic or without any requirement. The requirement is that is God's requirement that I am here as you can say labor, you can say a kind of a qualified animal, and I'm a social animal as well. And we call them social sciences. The human being, man is an animal, and I am of course a social animal. But that animal must be there not permanently, but for time being and for temporarily. I am here for time being. Everyone is located here for time being, say 50 years, 60 years, 70, 100 years or more, maybe. But during that duration, what should I do as a person, as a creature, as a human being, as citizen of this planet? Should we use this planet or should we destroy this planet? Question is that. Because, in fact, I am not author of this planet and none on this earth is owner of this planet. People got this, people got this planet to use, to reside on this and to live this peacefully. God did not sign any document to these people to own any country, in a nation and any land. There are say 150, 200 countries now. You can say imaginatively sectioned, imaginatively partitioned them, so divided them, so distributed the ownership them. One country says, oh, I am owner of this land, this portion. The other country says, oh, I am owner of this. All resources beneath this land belong to me. Yes, all resources below that land belongs to you. But how? Where is conveyance deed? Do you have? Where is transfer? Where is allotment? Where is sale deed, purchase deed? Is an agreement with God? Is it? If you say it's your property, from whom you bought this property? You bought from none. You are claiming it just because you were born on this land, and now you say all resources on this area covered in this boundary, in this national boundary, belong to me, and beneath this belong to me, and in this portion of sea this belongs to me, this portion of air belongs to me. This is what we are being about, and Allah has accepted that. Okay, that is a relative consideration. It's not basic consideration, because nobody here is, no nation here is honor of anything, just a relative consideration. Because people have been living the relative world, it's not real world we are living. Our contemplations are not based on reality. Our contemplations are based on fictitious. It's fictitious. If I say this country belongs to me and all resources belong to me, I am fictitious person. My thoughts are fictitious. School of thought is rubbish. It's not working at all. I don't care for what God has done for me. God has given equal right to each and every body living on this planet. As citizens of the house says, there are 6 billion people or more, and so many billion creatures are there. Everybody got right on the resource of this earth. But what has happened? Nothing. Well, that's a different direction I'm going to. But my question is economy related to life of human being. My life on earth is to use this earth for my survival and do work for God and go. That's the objective with which I was sent onto this earth, and you all have been sent like that. We have come here. But what has happened? It is no subject. It is no mathematics. It is no engineering. It's nothing. No medical science. Question is, whole society on earth is living on earth, availing facilities on earth, developing earth, and destructing earth. This is what we are doing. God provided us complete resource, absolute resource, with professionalism, with religionalism, with propriety, and with his design and development. He devised a system called solar system and many other solar systems in universe. We are living in this solar system which has got certain mathematical derivations, calculations, equilibrium status, and all systems have been working, all planets have been working accordingly for millennia and millennia. We don't know since this universe was created well with different in direction. As now concentrate on what happens. Earth and economics. He produced a simple planet called Earth, a lithosphere, a part of solar system with diameter 12,500 kilometers, full of resources, including air, including grass, including greenery, including sea and ocean, including all materials within that, for purpose of smooth survival of human being and creatures, with ecosystem balance, with no pollution, no putrefaction of anything. God devised a great work, a great design, a great production, a great delivery to human being, to earth, to survive and work for God. But have we understood? Could we understand? Did we understand? Not at all. We could not understand what our Father God wants. Nobody could understand. We have faith, we don't have logic. This is a problem. We have brain, we don't apply. We have brain, we apply part only, 5%, 10%. We have heart, we use as conscious. We don't understand soul, we understand body. Means we understand what we see by eyes, we don't understand what we don't see. Only few understand. All sciences, all disciplines, everything is related to our planet Earth. So what? Should we not understand this? Should we not understand real economy? Should our doctors, our professionals of economic not understand real relation between economics and economical science based on earth? Why not to make economy a science? Why to depend only on finances, on wealth in relevance to economy? Is economy wealth only? Is economy not earth? Earth is not economy. They know it. Philosophically, they understand it. Earth contains all economy. Earth is master of economy, father of economy. Everything that this world got, what we got, comes from lithosphere and Earth and solar system. What we are eating, what we are drinking, how we are getting crops, we all know it is natural. If there is no rain, there can be no crop. If there is no sun, there can be no crop. You can't survive. This means in our faith, it is called five elements. Five elements. Without five elements, I will not name because you know all that. Without these five elements, you cannot survive because there will be no crops, no food to eat. This is called external natural wealth. Trees, greenery, crops, everything, agriculture, water exist. And we eat, we live, we drink, we enjoy our living. On top of that, there's something else also. Because our food, house, and clothes can be met by resources available on surface of earth. For example, trees, crops, soil, water, fire. We can avail these facilities on surface itself. This means all people, all human beings and all creatures can survive just by agricultural work, agricultural activity. This is real. There's no deficiency on earth in relation to food, in relation to clothes, in relation to minimal requirements. We can meet all that. If there is no country in the world, whole country is one, there is no problem, there shall be no problem at all to survive. All can survive, but when there is a restriction, artificial restriction imposed by our people itself, our people in sense of world people, I'm not calling in other nations, whole nation is one, let us say, there should be no problem to live, to survive. There will be no hunger, no starvation, no nothing. Means you go, you work on fields, grow your crop, eat. But this is what is all imaginative, all hypothetical I'm talking. Practically, it could not happen. It never happened. It won't happen because human is selfish. We came from same home, from same God, but on earth we have different gods, different homes, different ancestry, spiritually and non-spiritually. Anyhow, howsoever is different. Question is what we have. I have put some videos in past and also on in the, references on this video URL, many files, and you can go through those files to understand more and more. Our Earth comprises of air. First of all, let us say, air was fresh, it was pure, it had got all components required, it was adequately and absolutely, you can say, good, reliable, respirable for healthy survival of human being from birth till the day one passes away. It had capacity, potential. It had good sun, solar radiations, good fresh compositions, argons, oxygen, nitrogen, whatever required in air, chemical compositions, chemical analysis, and there was a protection provided by nature itself, God itself, that this air should not be polluted or affected upon by negative effects of solar or sun rays, and that protection named ozone layer was provided. We were very happy in those days when maybe I had different births that time. We enjoyed air without any problems, without anything, without any asthma, without any cancer. Possibly we enjoyed that. But what happened now? 2019 and in 1900 century. We have what? What we needed. We say we are developing. Where we are developing? Should we think we are developing or we are building? Earth's surface cover. Earth's surface has a cover which is all crust. You can see it's about 35 kilometers. Now, one is continental area, we call land area. That is on which cities are existing, our villages are existing, our countries are existing. And one is sea area or water body, and the ocean area, water bodies and rivers. Sea is generally, you can say, max 4 kilometer deep, whereas ocean goes down to 10 kilometers. These two resources, sea and ocean, those are you can say water bodies. These are main sources of water, main sources of rain, and main sources of seafood, water food for large masses of this world who survive on seafood. Well, this means there's no problem for food. Water is there, and we can create food by growing crops. Question goes to the internal structure of Earth, lithosphere. In this 35 kilometers, we know much structure. We know much about what is composed, which is contented, which is stored in minerals, chemicals, rocks. You can say metals, non-metals, and much more. All are stored in. Go down further into mantle up to 3000 kilometers. Not much is known. We have not come with confirmation that this is there and this is a quantity there. So we are ignorant about that. Ignorant in the sense we have not reached to that level of research where we can say that this is that. This is that doesn't exist there. Further go down to center of Earth, it's about 6,250 kilometers from surface. That is called core, means crust, mantle, and core. Crust plus mantle plus core equal to lithosphere, whereas air plus crust plus mantle plus core is equal to earth. People say, scientists say, not much is also known there. They know something of nothing. They know nothing of everything. Fact is that. Science, engineering, economics, other subjects don't answer, unable to answer yet. Even absolute answer of crust is not available till now. Seismic activities, earthquakes, and many other problems, tornadoes, cyclones, tsunamis, these occur in this zone of crust. But we are getting wealth from crust. We are extracting oil from crust, raw materials, from off, you can say offshores, and working on them in refineries and onshore. So offshore and onshore, we are establishing green zones. We are establishing green projects called refineries, oil enrichment, oil extraction, petrol extraction, diesel extraction, other extractions, gas extractions. Whole Gulf countries, other countries, they are getting benefits of that. They are earning money based on that. We're extracting natural oils, raw oils from oceans and seas from beneath, going down to ocean and extracting using our offshore platforms. And similarly, on onshore, we are establishing our refineries as green projects or brown projects. Green in the sense original project is all green, where brown means where we develop existing project or brown. Just for differentiation, I'm telling nothing to do with this ordinary video, is common video because this is nothing to do with engineering or engineering sciences and the sciences. This video is just for information to the general public so that they know what should be there. What we should do, should we save Earth or should we destroy Earth? That's what I mean to say is already our air has been putrefied and polluted to an extent irreparable. Really, sad situation. God did not provide this facility to you to destroy it. God provided this facility to you, use it, maintain it, and pass it to your next generation and generation from this generation to another generation. That was the purpose of God. I suppose that is. I can just you can say antithesis it. I cannot say that what I'm saying is right because nobody has seen God. Well, that's also different way, different section. Now come back to lithosphere. We are extracting our needs. We are meeting our needs. We are drawing from these metal, minerals, resources which we use in our development works. Did economists ever think of this? How long can we use this material? For example, let us take one thing. In 1935, oil was discovered in Bahrain. Now, 2020, say, forget 19, about what? 65 and 20, about 80 to 85 years. In this 80 to 85 years duration, what we have got? We have got pumping of oils from these wells established in basaltic soils, basaltic sea rocks, under oceans and seas, and exploiting them for our purpose. We have used millions and billions and millions barrels of oil, destroyed that in burning, using our industrial application, enjoying our life with cars, with diesel engines, with industries, productions, and we are seeing the development. Every country claims we are first in world. We have our GDP is this. America says, oh, I am this one. My economy is highest, and China says I am this. And now we in India say, oh, we have this. Regret to say, nobody is telling how much Earth I have developed for its survival, for its durability, for its now we call one term durable. Durable in engineering for particular structures is used, and common man cannot understand without common language. Common language is durable means how far it can go with complete service management. दूर, DURABL, दूर जाना, how far can you go? That is you can say resemblance to meaning of this durable. So about durability of Earth, how far Earth can move in its efficient position, nobody cared for. We have been using all resources. We have developed our nations, we say. Those nations who could not develop, they are say we are developing nations, and others are neither developed nor undeveloped, nothing. But have we developed our mind? Have we developed our minds? Have we developed a morale? Have we developed our souls? That's most important. Once I die, this body shall remain here, with no use, with no status, with nothing, just decomposable within hours. And that will be either burned or you can say buried. But my soul cannot be accommodated on earth. It has to go back. I have to go back with my soul. Did I develop my soul? In Hindi we call it Atma. Did I develop my soul or my spirit? No, I don't care because I'm a human being on earth. I want development. I want wealth. I want money, house. I want my tickets for train. I want flight. I want atom bomb. I want industry. I want to live comfortable life. I want cars, good roads. Yes, that is development. Of course, nobody can deny that. It is development, good development. Every country needs this facility in addition to food, shelter, and clothes. We need all this. Oh, we are number one in this. UAE says, Saudi says, all countries. We are number one this in this life. Comfort zone. What comfort zone? What type of air we citizens of this world have been respirating for the last 30, 40 years? Have we been respiring on fresh air? Have you? Can you say that? We have been using crores of air conditions around the world, crores of heaters, lakhs of diesel engines and electrical engines. Every facility we have been enjoying, and we have claimed that we have advanced. Yes, we have advanced. We have advanced to use facilities for temporary comfort. We don't want to stay in sun 40 degrees, 45 degrees. Oh, I cannot do this. My body is sweating. Oh, please go inside room, use AC and enjoy this. And but we are enjoying in AC. AC is giving you fresh air, you think? Of course, it is giving cool air, cold, chilled air. Are you getting fresh air? Are you not getting dust in your? You say, no, I use filter on AC. Yes, even then you use some particles of dust in your nose. And when air is cycled many times in room, it is weakened in its strength of purification and particles. So those unpurified air, you're again falling in. You're spying on that. You're breathing. So is that comfortable situation? Without seeing my eyes, I'm using this. What does it mean? Really? It is healthy? Oh no. I am using Mercedes. I'm using Chevrolet. I'm using BMW. With pride, oh, my Mercedes. 200 speed, Arab says, 250 speeds. You are using water in that? Are you using air in that? What you are using? Automatically it is moving? Nah. You are using wealth given by earth. and that is petrol, diesel, whatever, CNG. From where it came? It came from heart of earth. From where coal came? From heart of earth. From where? Luckily, you are lucky the water is on surface, or else you would have pumped out water also from earth core. You are taking all resources from lithosphere. You are claiming you got it. It's your development. How it is your development? Can scientists produce a single drop of water without using natural resources? Is there some scientist in this world? Is there some economist who can explain to me how this resource belongs to world? If there is no earth, if there is no resource in earth, how can you live? How can you develop? So our economy is related to lithosphere and air. Is it not our duty to preserve it? Have we preserved it? Did we? Why do we not want to preserve it? Really, we are unfortunate that we could not understand Mandarin core, and it is good also. Had we understood that, we would have destroyed that also. Now, why do we not understand preservation of earth? Why do you want to run too rapidly, too fast, that we use big cars, big flights, big trains? We want to avail all facilities, big generators. What we are doing? We are spoiling every day, gradually, rapidly, with high speed pace, acceleration, our beautiful air that was granted to us by blessings of God as a protective layer, but we spoiled it, putrefied it, destructed it from its original structure. We are living in gas chamber, and we are destroying ourselves because we are destroying lithospheres. We are using steel, iron, we are using copper, aluminum, other materials, metals, minerals, soils, ores, gold, silver, platinum. We are using all these for our life. Gold, platinum, silver are of course less inert materials, metals. We are using them for wealth. We are using uranium, thorium for purpose of our nuclear electricity as well as for nuclear bomb. Means we have decided, we are ready in this world to destroy this world using nuclear bomb. Is it sensible? God sent us to this earth, sent his scientists who are involved to this earth to make nuclear bomb, atom bomb, and destroy. Production delivered by God. What is stupidity really? It is science, of course, I respect science. But science should be for development, good development, not destructive development, not for damages. But we don't care. Who bothers? Who cares about this? Well, I'm not going to imaginations, but I just want to draw my attentions of those professionals, including myself, civil engineer, mechanical engineer, electrical engineer, professionals of other fields, economists, like many advanced economics professionals, that they should understand. They should not take economy in isolation. Economy cannot be taken in isolation. How can you isolate it from real world? If you isolate economy and ignore earth problems, lithosphere problems, you will destroy. You will have nothing in your hands because you are taking these resources for everything. No country has power to produce resources. They can steal resources, they can extract resources. The resources which US is using, the Gulf they are extracting, also it's right on me because I'm a member of this earth. I'm living as a member of earth. But they say, no, this is mine, this is my oil. America says, this is my property. China says, this is my property. And I am poor. I don't have any property. This might is raised must go. We are from same God. We are same God's children. We are living in same planet. It is same home for all. All resources belong to everyone. This philosophy doesn't exist. It looks nice to speak like this, but reality is different. We are, you can say, baseless people, have no minds, no thoughts, no care. We don't care for our resources. Fortunately, we are on this earth. Had we access to other planets, we would have destroyed them also. Because we are very small people, very small minds, very small hearts, no souls. We just come here for a few decades and leave. Even then, we think everyone is honored here. People say, oh, this is my property. I am honored of this. It's this economy. This is my GDP. This is your GDP. This is that. I am powerful. You are not powerful. Is it economy? We should think in professional way. Economy should be considered a science and knowledge, a basic resource, not a relative resource. It's basic resource which creates a resource from same resource. We should have different attitude in economy now because so far we have used destructive economy. We have used spoiling economy. We have used natural resources for limited purposes, for purposes which are not long-term usable, purposes which are not durable. We have used them for destructive purposes. We have used resources in a way the ones used cannot be used other time. For example, plastic. We get raw materials, we pump out raw materials, raw oil from fields. You enrich that oil, you can say refine that oil, use it for purpose of petrol, diesel, CNG, and LPG. And later on, there, after the on the process itself, we got some byproducts, for example, called ethylene, propane, butane. You can say ethane, propane, butane, cracked gas, and many other gases we get from there. Ammonia. These products give further products because we don't want to waste these products. So we use them for production of plastics, plastic bags, different kind of densities of plastic, plastic pipes. You can say we want to use epoxy from plastics, and all these are such materials which cannot be used again, which cannot be even destructed. We cannot decompose. We cannot be recycled in years. It takes centuries for certain plastics decomposition. This means our science is not complete. Our thought process is not complete. We are short-term scientists. We cannot think for long terms. We just want to solve problems of this century or few decades. We cannot think of centuries and millenniums to come in. Because if we have nearly exhausted oil reserves starting 1935 to 2019-20, nearly extracted, you can say, more major portion of oil reservoirs have been emptied. This is reason why Gulf countries are diverting their style, diverting their business mode towards non-oil fields like tourism. They know they have eaten oil, they've earned, they have developed their country physically, but they are short now. They have no more resources, except some gold in Saudi, some of the resources in these countries. One country wants to drink oil, other. For example, US stole oil from Iraq and Libya and used it. Similarly, oil from Gulf has been sold to other countries. They earned money, but this oil from wherever it has been sold ultimately was taken out from lithosphere, which belonged to everybody. And this oil has been burned, and those fumes have gone to air, which we are now respiring, respirating. We are relying upon. This means whatever oil has been extracted, that portion has not been filled. There is cavity. But unfortunately, because ocean is about 10 kilometers, the huge pressure, water pressure from seas and oceans, which forces water to flow into those voids from those cavities, which form because of extraction of this raw material. This means water has replaced that material. And these fossil oils took how many years? We don't know, centuries into formation of oil, raw oil. But we have destroyed it in less than 1 century. Maybe God has worked a lot on this for production, for creating into state of oil, but now it is gone. And then water enters those cavities. 10 kilometer down, 20 kilometer down, cavity is created. This water, which is salty one, because this basaltic rocks, water coming from oceans and seas. This is salty. High density salts are there. Basaltic rocks, these are called. Let's just come to the about rocks. Yes, these rocks are composed in lithosphere. There are three main classifications. One is you can say igneous rocks, which generally we call jwalamukhi in our language. Other one is sedimentary rock, and then it is metamorphic rock. You can say volcanic means very strong rock, dense rock, hard rock it is. And this volcanic rock exists on surface. If you go down to base of sea or ocean, this is called basaltic rocks. Basaltic rocks are different because this is composed of salt sulfate soils, and these can penetrate into those cavities and diluting these cavities, eroding them gradually in decades, and decomposing such rocks, which is dangerous for stability of Earth because this got less resistance against vibration of Earth, against impact of seismic actions. Now, this is, you can say, sedimentary rocks which are on surface itself. In centuries, we got sectoral particles moving from this way, that way, and this is called sedimentary. For sandstone, it is there. And sandstone further goes to limestone by action of metamorphism, which is action of air, water, and sun on these materials. So just these three brief classifications I told for your awareness. There's nothing to do with this engineering. This is igneous rocks and sedimentary rocks, and then there's metamorphic rocks, conformation. So these rocks are our wealth. Our materials, our metals, our inorganic chemicals, organic chemicals, we get from lithosphere. We get these resources from there, from lithosphere. We use this resource and destroy this resource. We have destroyed coal, we have destroyed oil, we have spoiled water, we have spoiled air, everything is spoiled. We have done this service to God. You can say obligation to God, we have done this. While God wanted something else from us to do, but we do not do that. We destroy this rock and we are very happy. We are complaining only that we are getting sick. Really, you will get sick only because you don't want to remain smooth in your life. You want to be healthy in your life. So our economists should think in this direction, how to preserve resources of earth. Why we are in hurry to use these resources so rapidly that we exhaust them, extinguish them. Why we should do that? Can't we go slow? Why I want to drive? Why should I have 4 cars in my home? My question is this: if you go to tomorrow, we'll find many cars in one shake. Why you want so many facilities? Why? I have legs. Can I not walk 1 kilometer, 2 kilometer? Can't I? I am ready to go to gymnasium for exercise, but I'm not ready to walk on road or in the streets or joggle or something because I'm rich. I can afford gymnasium. I can afford something. I can go there. I want to avoid nature. I want to avoid air. I want to avoid sun. I want to avoid wind. I want to avoid something like that. And I want to stay in air conditioned room all time. Oh, it's good. And I want to affect my impact upon my blood pressure, on my respiration. Then, oh, I am getting asthma. I am getting blood pressure. I'm not able to walk. My joints are paining. This means this earth is also related to my health. Doctors should think. Why doctors are not thinking? Why economists are not thinking? And of course, on top of all civil engineers, mechanical engineers, electrical engineers, we are not doing service to humanity. We are exploring this material to like maximum. Yes, we should do it. because we want to develop. But are we doing in a way, in an optimum way, in a safe way? Cables we are producing, iron we are extracting, steel we are making, bauxite we are extracting, aluminum we are making, and gold we are using, platinum we are using, platinum I would say, silver we are using, every material we are using, metals we are using, minerals we are using, ores we are extracting. Nothing is left. Petrol is already extracted. Nothing is left in there. We are doing every good thing to earth to break it. Which is a good thing I'm saying because it's a joke. Why should I be serious about that? And so my mind is saying we are not doing something new. We should accept that we are doing a foolishness. We are working foolishness in the name of development. Development can be done in a brilliant way. Why should one accumulate wealth for nothing? What shall you do with this wealth? If suppose today I say I have 50,000 crore rupees and just lying in dustbin without any use, what's the purpose of that? Isn't some purpose? You're not even a storekeeper because you're just suppressing that wealth. You're not recirculating that for humanity, for development. The same thing happens here. I am creating all wealth. I am here. Wealth is destruction of wealth. We have destructed oil. We have destructed water. There are people who cannot drink water now, who don't have. There are no resources, and there are some places where it's flood. You cannot store that. Is this development? There is no change in wealth. Wealth is same, but it is good or bad. That's the only question. If it has been destroyed, it is bad. If it has been useful, it is good. God has not changed any quantity of wealth given by Him. Quantity is same. Energy cannot be destroyed. It is scientific principle, and it is not destroyed. We have not destroyed economy. We have destroyed everything. We have destroyed ourselves. Youth of world, professionals of world, engineers, doctors, economists, chartered accountants, all they should jointly work and think. Earning money is one aspect, but making us better is another aspect. We are talking too much environment, that is good. Ecosystem should be preserved, but ecosystem alone is not enough, not adequate to think of. We have complete system generated and developed by God that should be preserved. Earth is very small in comparison to size of say Jupiter or Sun. It's too small, 12,500 kilometers is nothing. But we are distracting ourselves. We have no right, we have no moral, no ethics to abuse materials provided by nature. But we have left no stone unturned to destruct them. Unfortunately, we have no power to enter at below 20 kilometer, 35 kilometer, 1000 kilometer of lithosphere. Had we got that power, we would have completely destroyed Earth. But time shall come when most of these mining activities, most of these extraction of oil and other resources from lithosphere shall render these layers porous, you can say, voids. There should be voids in crust, there should be voids in below crust, and these voids shall cause imbalance on external surface of Earth, external crust, you can say, which can cause vibrations in Earth, and that will result in earthquakes and seismic, and seismic has come. And there will be time, believe me, there shall be a time when these layers shall settle. Earth's surface will go down due to flow of waters from sea, from ocean to these voids. Seas would be down. There can be a time. There will be time after decades of centuries that whole country may sink. You may say, oh, America has sunk, or China has sunk, or Bharat has sunk. Oh, sunk by 10 kilometers, may say. That is called parle. You may say, oh, parle has come, destruction has come. You may say from religious point of view. No, it's not parle. It is human who has caused this. It's human foolishness. Human is stupid. Human doesn't care for future. He cares for present. Because something you get free, you don't have to worry about that. Because God has given us earth. It's free of cost. Sun is giving us a rays. It's free of cost. We are getting air free of cost. We are getting sea water free of cost. We are getting everything free of cost. That is the reason we don't care about that. Had we pay to, if we had to pay money for sun rays, What you have done? Tell me. Everything is free. It's God gift. We don't care about that. We don't want to use sun rays. We want to use tablets. Stand in sun for 20 minutes, you will get vitamin D. Walk in air, walk in sun, you will get your respiration good. Walk 4 5 kilometers a day, you will be healthier. But yeah, there was a time 50 years back, 30, 40 years back when people were serious. Students were serious. I used to walk to my school, to my college, walk, say 1 hour, half an hour, no problem. I didn't used to bus. I didn't used to travel by bus. A higher time, half an hour, I could do that. Why should I wait for bus for half an hour if it doesn't come in? I can walk. We used to go to, now nobody goes to school by walking. The students even don't want to hang their, books, the bags. Either God is there, or father is there, or mother is there, some company escort is there to take his bags to school, from school down. Oh, it's my body. It's not machine. It's not steel. I have to maintain it. It's soft equipment, my body. I have to maintain it. Why should I depend on someone to make myself healthy? I should be healthy myself. If I am not healthy, earth is not healthy, economy is not healthy. If I earn 10 rupees and spend 8 rupees on my medical, then it is nonsense. Why cannot use sun, air, heat, roads, free green eatings, crops, fruits for my health? Why should I kill some animal to eat? Nothing to do with religion. Why do we care about religion? Everybody has a right to live on this. Is God's right given to everyone? God's charter says you have to live on this earth. Why should I kill someone? I should understand all this. These resources are just like your father leaves property for you and you use them. Some people, some children sell them, some children multiply them. It depends upon how that son and the daughter were brought up. If you are good, you will make it. But till now, it has been seen that we children of God have destroyed the work of God. It's really sorry state of this world that we are not caring about this world, this planet. We are taking out everything in the development. We are not caring about anything. If you see, people don't even care about something. They are neglected people. They are ignorant people. They don't understand what value of this wealth is. We are just counting everything. We are converting every value to money. Oh, this is my conversion factor, and I'm getting this wealth from this. This is GDP. This is this, and this is that. Are we living for GDP? Are we living for house ownership? Are we living for something which is not permanent? No. Well, you may think I'm talking irrelevant, nothing else. No, I'm not talking irrelevant. It's a fact of life. Earth is not for 1 year or 2 year, hundreds of 200, 500, 10,000 years. Earth is forever. If we destroy this earth, means it won't come back. God is not our servant that He'll make it another for us. We are not paying salary to God. It is His blessings that He's given this earth. God has given this. God, in whatever name, take one, don't care about name and religion. We cannot preserve it. We cannot respect God. We pray, but we don't respect His earth. We go to temples, we go to other worship places, we don't care for that. We don't care for Him. This is we are. Unfortunate we are that we don't use our minds. Economists must understand what resources are. First are resources and then economics. First are resources and then sciences. First are resources and then engineering. First are resources and then human being. If we spoil the resources, we spoil our future. Our coming millenniums, we may go in few decades. People, next generation would come, they also go in few decades. But Earth goes on and on. It's the universal part. It never ends. It's never past and never future. It's always present. Universal is said present. Earth is moving. We say it's a universal sentence. Same thing happens. A fact. Well, my explanations may appear irrelevant to someone, but I would just say that you browse through those files which I have put on here on different URLs, on LinkedIn, on Safi, on Facebook, and some material related, elements related video from someone, some source, which may give you some insights to my intentions. what we should say. I mean, it's nothing to do with politics or some profession. It is just for human being, for common considerations. What I'm talking about. And I had no, it's because it's a long one while 1 hour is over, and I could not explain this passage in Hindi, and I think it's no meaning because this is related to all people on this earth. We should preserve it. Means no need of taking an undertaking or oath, but it's our duty, moral duty, and it's our human duty and professional duty and mental duty and whatever you can say. It's a duty to respect Earth. If you cannot respect Earth, we cannot develop. We will develop nuclear bomb only. Means we want to destroy using God's resources. Means we are using one resource to kill human and to kill God resources. This is really irrelevant, imbalancing equation of understanding. Why should we do that? We should have contemplation about positive actions, not about negative actions. We should have contemplation about how to use something in optimum way. We should not just keep eyes closed and mind closed and go on using and producing everything and destroying that. If I can walk, I should walk. If I can drive cycle, I should drive cycle. If I can avoid use of car or use of someone, I should do that. It's my duty. I should not feel shy or it's against my standard. What is standard is there? If you use a car, you are having a standard. If you go by charter plane, is standard. If you go by helicopter, is standard. No, it's not a standard. You're abusing resources. If you have time, you manage time. Don't think, oh, I have a status, this I'm flying. Oh, no. No use. Fly your mind. Person who flies mind is real advanced. You use your mind, use your body, use your thoughts. Destroy resources is bad. Don't destroy resources. Use them. If you don't use them, you'll be abused. Don't forget that you have to leave this world and one day you have to appear in God's court. And you know what God court says? They don't ask too much. They don't allow you arguments. They just deliver your judgment, pass words, and give to you. There's no lawyer, no advocate, nobody to submit false statements. That's God, God's court, not our court here on earth. So be careful. If in profession, you think of all these things. Money creation is one thing, but preservation of earth is another thing. Now everybody is living in bad gases, polluted air. All are crying. Why you are crying? Why are we crying? There's some people from other planets come and spoil this. We spoil ourselves. We are responsible for this. Now why should we blame? To whom shall we blame? Ourselves? Something we break and say, oh, why it is broken? You cannot make it. You cannot repair it now because it's not repairable. It's energy. It cannot go. It will stay. You cannot repair it. And we are not taking any precautions for future. Nobody is taking precautions. Industrialization is moving very fast and every country wants money. Money for what? Money from where? Money means what? We don't live. We are doing very good. One thing is clear. We are doing very good to die. We are doing very good work to keep ourselves sick. We are doing very good work to spoil our generations to come. We are doing very good work in every negative way. Our mathematics depends on negative sign. Our science depends upon negative science. Our every profession depends on negative science. Economists do not understand realities. They just want money. Money to come in. They don't want science develop. They don't want engineering develop. And engineers don't understand what they should do. Scientists don't understand what should do. Everybody wants name. Oh, I did this. Hey, he produced a missile. He produced atom bomb. This is what they want. Nobody understands. All are in the same boat. We are just going to dip in ocean one day. I don't know which ocean is that. The ocean is a part of Earth also. So, my dear professionals, my dear economists, and my dear friends, we should be a little responsible. At least we should attempt to an extent we can do. For example, apply good health on yourself around. Use sun, at least use air, use heat. Try to use minimum material for someone, for anything. We can do that. But losses we have already achieved. I don't have any other words to speak about that. Because being a thinker, I'm thinking, and you are all thinkers. To some extent, maybe somebody 10% thinker, somebody 100% thinker. It depends upon one person, one individuality. And already this demonstration lecture's talk is more than 1 hour, and I'll take some other issues in next one related to Earth, and also try to take in some other language. I think I should close it now because it's too late and it's boring now. Actually, I'm also thinking what to talk about. And therefore, dear friends, thank you very much for your time and watching this video. Once again, thanks a lot. Jai World and Jai Bharat.